Okay, guys, thank y'all for coming in. I want to show y'all this real quick. I was exploring a little bit and I just couldn't wait. I did 20 pieces of paper, coffee dot them, 2 different ways in 15 minutes, not including bring my tea. But if you want to see this awesome method, either getting your distressed edges like this, which I think it looks a lot more authentic than all over, but you know, just kind of depends, I guess. Or all over like this. If you want to do 20 pages like this in 15 minutes, I mean, dried, ready to go. There's a little T there. Ready to go and put in your journal, then you need to watch this. Okay, before I get started, I do want to show the paper that I use because I did have a couple questions on it. So this is it, guys. I get 3 reams of it on Amazon for like $30 and something. So it's like $10 a ream. It is a little bit more expensive. But I'm going to tell you what, it makes the biggest difference in your journals. If you can see, there is the prettiest brown spots. Little speckles in this. It's unbleached sugar cane paper. I would assume, guys, any brand of unbleached sugarcane paper would work. Okay, so if you can find it cheaper, you go for it. This is the cheapest that I could find at the time. So that's just neither here nor there. So here we go. First of all, what I did was I took 5 pieces of paper and I crumpled them all up. All right, and then I flattened them all out. Okay, and now what you're going to do, you're going to paint them. What are you going to paint them with? You're going to paint them with tea, coffee, or a mixture of tea and coffee, or even ink. Use ink. Use some distress ink. Use some paint and put a little water in it. Anything, any color. You don't have to do brown. I've done beautiful colors that's turned out, and beautiful washes that have turned out gorgeous. Just keep in mind, the more you put on these papers, the more you're going to have to dry them. Okay, now, but listen, you don't have to wet every single one of them. Okay, you're going to wet every other. What I did was I wet every other one. Okay, now if you want more of a difference, then be my guest. Do this, you know, do every one. But I'll tell you, the ones that I showed at the very beginning, those were just done by doing every other paper. And this is just tea. This is just regular old, you know, black tea. And I will leave the tea fragments in there because I didn't filter it all out. But I don't think it'll hurt nothing. It didn't hurt anything. Now, I do suggest you guys that you have a dedicated iron. Okay, don't be using your iron that you iron clothes with if we do that anymore this day and time. All right, you have your dedicated iron though, and you're going to set it to the hot. I just set it to the hottest setting I could, and make sure that this mister is not on. We don't want that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do to start off, I'm going to go ahead and lay them all out flat. Okay, I just painted every other one with tea. I may have painted the first couple of them with tea, yeah. But really, it doesn't matter. And of course, if you use coffee, you're going to have more significant of a result. So what I'm going to do, though, is I got this cotton towel, or you can use paper towels, and you're going to put it over the first. I don't know if you have to, but I didn't want my papers to rip. But I just put it on here at the beginning, just to kind of get at the initial moisture off my paper. Okay. And then all you do, guys, is you're just going to iron your paper. That is literally it. And literally, I mean, like I said, it took, I guess it would depend on your iron as well. But it literally took me 20 minutes. No, 20 papers. Those 20 papers, it took me about, 15 minutes. If that, honestly. But you want to keep turning them upside down and whatnot so that you can, they're going to loosen up. They're going to be kind of gummy and stuck together, which is fine, guys, because once you draw them, they're going to come out nice and crispy. And that beautiful texture that we love for our journals to have. They're going to have that too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the middle here, guys. And I'm just going to put my towel over here again because that's a little bit more moist. And I'm going to go over it just like this real quick, okay? And I'm just going to iron it, guys, until it's dry. And they're going to dry really quick. The more you get in the middle and you turn them over, the quicker they're going to dry. And we're going to do this real time, just so y'all can see just how quick this is. Now, the second method is it takes a little bit more time, and maybe that's why it took me 15 minutes. But if you like the parchment look like I do, you know, where it's really, you know, around the edges is really pronounced, then that's probably the method that, like I do, that's probably the method that most of y'all would go for. But like these right here, they're already dry. They're already dry. I don't even know why I'm still going over them. These are dry. You hear that? You hear that, guys? Beautiful. Okay, this one's not dry yet. Real quick. And it's probably not, well, I guess I could have taken this wet towel off too. That would have helped them dry a lot quicker. Okay, so that's dry now. Beautiful. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I guess I could have taken this wet towel off. But anyway, look at this, guys. And it even has this texture in it. I don't know. I may not dry them flat. But you can. Once you get these done, get them and flatten them out. Either, you know, you can do it in a book or by your iron. So listen to that. Doesn't that sound lovely? And the papers don't sound like that to begin with. Okay? You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to get started. Let me get the stuff real quick for these next 5 for the edges. And then we'll get started. Guys, what we're going to do, if you just want to do your edges, just take some scissors very carefully, or you can get you some of those edge distressors and just distress your edges of your paper all along here. It does, like, again, it does not have to be perfect. Nothing that we do in art has to be perfect. I would suggest that you do put your fingers kind of close up to the paper, though, so that you can get in there and distress it real good. Because the more you distress it, the better that tea will get in. Okay, so now what we're going to do, guys, easy greasy. You can get your little pan of tea, coffee, mixture, ink, paint with water, whatever, okay? And you're just going to sit these in there, and you're going to do this. Just a couple times until you can see your edges. See how my edges are wet on both sides? And now we'll kind of, they're going to stick together, so you're not going to be able to see them. But I guarantee you, they're all, if you do this and you've distressed your edges, they're all going to be soaking, okay? And I do kind of like to go like this so that I can get some straination, so I can get some of these happy accidents as well. We can always go back and fix those with more ink or whatever if we want to. If they look kind of too far out there. That's all we're doing, guys, is patting. Patting. Patty, pat, pat, pat. Just like that. Oh, and I just rhymed. Ha! Look at here. This is what I have, guys. I've got my edges inked. And there's going to be some happy accidents. Okay? And guess what? We're going to do the same thing that we just got through doing. I'm going to show you how quick this is. This is even quicker. Let me get these away before I do something with them I ain't supposed to. And then we're just going to do this. We're going to go around and around and around. And I would really suggest not to do more than 10. Okay? And that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to save time. So all we're doing is we're going to be flipping these just like we were on the full page. We're just going to be flipping them. And believe it or not, these are going to have the same kind of feeling and texture as our full page dyed. I don't know. Some scientists can probably explain why. But the texture is divine. The sound is even more magical. I'll just be very careful too, because this gets really hot, guys. Those are dry already. Guys, I've been making coffee dyed paper for, you know, probably close to, well, I know it's well over 10 years. And I got to tell you, this is probably this is the quickest way that, and I can't believe that I haven't come up with it before. There may have been others that come up with it, but I hadn't seen it. If they have, then share it with me, so I can give them some credit too. I don't want to take any credit where it's not due. That's for sure. But guarantee you, this is something that I was just looking and thinking, well, why haven't I thought of that? You know, because I don't like the heat in the summer. I don't like cooking. I definitely don't like cooking, but I definitely don't like my oven being on. So we have 5 more pages dry. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful edges. Now again, all you have to do if you wanted to is to go back in, do some spots or stamping on these pages. You can flatten out these edges. All right, guys, I'm going to be sending all 30 of these to a lucky commenter. So leave your comments and let me know if you're going to try these. If you've come up with other ideas just by watching this, or if you've seen somebody else do it, let me know, because I'd love to give them a shout out as well. So other than that, we'll see you next time, and keep a lookout. You could be winning them. Bye, guys.